An online retail store selling exclusive apparel, trading cards, autographs, and other memorabilia featuring Michigan student athletes. To become a member or learn more about how you can support your favorite Michigan student athletes, visit championscircleUofM.com. Champions Circle is a proud sponsor of University of Michigan Athletics.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play, you could win prizes up to $500,000. With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
To Poole, deep three in front of us for the win. Oh! He hit it!
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, zero sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Looking for resort-style living? Woodland Muse Apartments and Townhomes is located in the heart of Ann Arbor and offers everything you need to feel at home. You can check us out online at woodlandmuse.com or call us at 734-995-1000 to secure your new home today. That's woodlandmuse.com or 734-995-1000. Go Blue!
.631 tip from Chrysler, Michigan, and Middle Tennessee. Not a whole lot going on across the top 25 tonight, but it's quality over quantity tonight. Mentioned Illinois, Alabama last segment. Both of those teams are ranked inside the top 12. Well, top of the hour in stores, there's a top 5 clash between UConn and Arizona. The only other game comes at 9 o'clock out of the SEC, where Michigan's next opponent, number 22 Auburn, entertains winless Jackson State. Those two will open up the Players Era Tournament next Monday night, late next Monday night, out in Vegas. Before then, Michigan and Middle Tennessee here tonight. We'll take a timeout when we come back at the pregame thoughts of head coach Dusty May. It's next as you listen to Wolverine basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is the place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
We are Laurentide Winery, founded by Michigan alums Susan and Will Bramer, and proud to bring you amazing wines made in Leelanau from 100% Michigan-grown grapes. This season, our award-winning wines debut at Chrysler and Yost Arenas. Laurentide is grateful to be part of your celebrations, dinners, and game day traditions, as each purchase helps support our Engineering Scholarship Fund. Visit our tasting room or explore our wines at shop.laurentidewinery.com. Thank you, and go Blue.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
We're closing in on tip-off, so let's head into the Michigan locker room and hear from head coach Dusty May. With Coach May, here's Brian Bush.
Coach, you and Nick McDevitt were hired 2 days separately in Conference USA, you and then him 2 days later. You've called him an old friend. Tell us about him as a person and as a coach.
He is one of, if not the nicest coaches in all of college basketball. He's a great human being. He was really, really good at Asheville before he got to Middle Tennessee State. And when he got that job, it's when Kermit Davis left to go to Ole Miss, and he had to rebuild an entirely new team. At the same time, we were rebuilding an entirely new team at FAU. So I think there were probably 5 of us hired in Conference USA at that time in a week period. And so we were all young coaches. He was I think he was the only one with head coaching experience. The rest of us were former assistants. And so it was really unique to go into head coaches meetings with 4 or 5 other rookies. And you're competing against each other, but you're also deep down pulling for each other, especially when you leave. I've still followed his career. Rob Eson was another one that was at UAB, is now at UIC. Jeremy Ballard is at FIU, is one of my closest friends in coaching. Ron Sanchez is another good friend that was at Charlotte. So it was a fun time for all of us to be growing into who we were going to become. And Nick's had a lot of success there, and it's a great program.
On the floor, they've got 2 6'3" guards, then they go 6'8", 6'9", 6'11". That's size that you don't see a whole lot at Conference USA level. How will Middle test you guys with that group and in other ways?
Well, the positional size obviously is unique for a school at Conference USA level, but they have some unique basketball players where they score twos at a high percentage. Obviously, Lands is a Power 5 player. He's a tough cover. They have shooting. They have versatility. And they always have good length and ability to disrupt your offense. So it should be a good test to see how much we've improved in the areas we really need to move forward on.
You mentioned Monday in your press conference, hey, we're still trying to figure out rotations, lineups, all of that. Is that something you go into this game with a concrete goal on trying to do, or will you let the game kind of come to you and see how you might be able to go with what you've used or experiment a little bit?
Well, initially, we have a set pattern that we're going to go to. And then after that, whatever the game tells us, who's playing well, do we want to go big, do we want to go small, do we want to try a lineup that we've been talking about? You know, at times we've wanted to play Elliott and LJ together just to see how 2 smaller dynamic guards can play off of each other. And obviously the starting lineup means absolutely nothing to me. We went to the Final Four starting Elijah Martin and John L. Davis, very few basketball games that year. And it was such a jolt to be 3 or 4 minutes into games and have a lead, and then to see 2 first-team All-League players sitting over there with a couple other really solid players, really good players. So Roddy Gale is probably playing as well as anyone on our roster right now. He's coming off the bench, and he's really found a nice rhythm where I think he would probably, if he stays in that role, would compete for the Big Ten Sixth Man of the Year if he continues this. So it's all about us continuing to give to each other and not be consumed with things that don't really matter, which is hearing your name called before the ball's tipped.
Appreciate it, Dusty. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian.
There's Dusty May. Michigan coming up against Middle Tennessee. We'll have Terry's keys to victory, the starting lineups, and the opening jump next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Sports betting can be fun, just like football. There's excitement, winning. But imagine that sports betting is a 300-pound lineman coming straight at you. For tips that will help keep you on your feet, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile! The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Second all-time meeting between Michigan and the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders here from Chrysler Center. In moments, Terry Mills, Michigan at 3-0, MTSU at 3-0. How do the Wolverines keep that 0 in that loss column? What are your keys to victory?
Yeah, well, number one, they've got to cut down on the turnovers. Their last outing against TCU, they had 22 turnovers. Not to my liking by no means. Be fundamentally sound. Avoid trying to make those passes in those tight windows. Take a little bit out of your background. Shoot for singles and not home run plays. That'll do it for the turnovers. Continue to play as aggressive downhill basketball, getting to the basket. Michigan has done a good job at getting to that foul line, drawing fouls, especially late in the ball games. And last but not least, they got to be able to defend that three-point line. This team shoots at a 35% clip. Michigan's got to be ready to close out and contest all 3-point shots.
Yeah, 4 of the 5 starters for MTSU shooting 37% or better from 3. Now, 2 of their 3 games so far have been against non-D1s, but still a solid showing. Let's give you the starting lineups first. For the men from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. In the backcourt, it's Sean Smith, the 5th-year grad student from Louisville, in his 5th season and 5th stop collegiately. He's joined by Trey Green, who has been with MTSU his entire career. That's a throwback right there. Inside, 6'8", Kamari Lands, who's the team's leader with almost 18 points a game. 6'9", Torrey Alston, and 6'11", Chris Loof. So some real size for MTSU out of Conference USA. The head coach, as you heard from Dusty May, is an old friend, Nick McDevitt. His 8th season there after 5 great seasons at his alma mater of UNC Asheville. He has 206 wins and 184 losses in this, his 13th head coaching season. For the Michigan Wolverines, 7th in the AP poll, 6th in the coaches poll. Elliot Cadeau trying to bounce back after a 1-assist, 6-turnover performance at TCU, though Dusty May has raved about his defensive rebounding in this ball game, in these ball games so far this season. Damari Burnett at the 2 spot for Michigan. A bit of a change on the interior for Michigan. Adaimara will come off the bench. It's Morez Johnson Jr., Yaxel Lendeborg, and Will Cheddar getting the start today here for Michigan. Cheddar, a slow start, no points in each of his last 2 games. He has not done that, back-to-back scoreless games, since February and early March of 2023. The first of the 2 was, remember, the Hunter Dickinson game-tying 3 against Wisconsin. That was the first one where he went scoreless. The head coach is Dusty May. 30-10 at Michigan, 156-79 overall. Assistants Mike Boynton Jr., Akeem Miskadeen, Justin Joyner, Drew Williamson, and Kyle Church. Our officials tonight, Rob Kuhneman, Chad Barlow, and Luke Schumer. With the national champion Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. T, your thoughts on Will Cheddar getting the start here tonight?
Plenty of energy starting this ball game. I expect Michigan to get off to a fast start. considering Will Cheddar's in that lineup. He's the guy that's the energy guy for this Michigan team.
Cheddar's also decked out in a maize long sleeve undershirt. First time I can ever remember him rocking long sleeves, especially masking the color of the maize jersey tops and bottoms with that Michigan in a straight line, as they did back in the 1989 season when Terry and his teammates won a national championship. Middle Tennessee counters with their home blues, white lettering and numbering. Loof to jump it up for MTSU. Johnson for Michigan. Rob Kuhneman, the man to flip it up at the center circle. Directing traffic is Will Cheddar and Trey Green were separated just based on their positioning. Tap is controlled by MTSU as Loof is able to push it back to his teammate. Now Loof has it at the point on the first possession of the ball game here. Both these teams at 3-0 on the young campaign. Left point Smith on a deflected pass. English is one, high block left, Loof has it. Backs down against Johnson, two strong dribbles, pivots, left-hand banker, too short, rebound Lendeborg for Michigan.
A good post line defense there, not giving ground.
Cadeau into a double team, whips out of it with a point pass to Lendeborg, right pocket Cheddar, a three, and no scoreless game tonight. Will Cheddar tickles the twine. It's 3-0 Michigan, 40 seconds in.
Yeah, you're thinking Coach May is saying, hey, I might have pushed the right button that time because Will Cheddar's ready to go.
And Dusty's greedy. He'll push that button a few more times if he can. Right baseline, a drive in by Alston, shut off by Cadeau. Flips it right side. Loof tries a three off the front iron. Back tap rebound spiked and a one hop over to Lands. He'll try a three left wing and cash it in. His 7th triple in 16 tries. We're tied at 3, 18:53 left first half.
Well, Lance is a scorer for this Middle Tennessee team, so.
Burnett in some trouble on a press. Gets it over to Johnson, who finds Lendeborg as that shot clock reached 20. Michigan barely avoided the 10-second call. Right wing Lendeborg tries a three, high off the heel, and a weak side rebound controlled by Kamari Lands for MTSU. Minute and a half deep, game deadlocked at 3. Left side, Smith on a handoff, jumping left wing past Alston, feed the post, Loof spins on Johnson, but he spun and shuffled the sneakers before dribbling the basketball. MTSU coughs it up, the game's first turnover in a tied game, 3-3, 18:22 left first half.
Yeah, I like the work that Morez Johnson is doing early. I mean, he's getting him off of that block, not on that sweet spot where he can start operating right away.
Cadeau into the forecourt again, into a double team, and then he simply loses the handle on what was attempting to be a lasso pass near sideline, I think toward Lendeborg. And it was as if you see sometimes a football quarterback might get hit as he throws and it kind of flails to no man's land.
Yeah.
It went to the second row in front of us.
Yeah, I'm talking about being fundamentally sound. You got to get away from those one-hand baseball passes. I'm not sure if that would have been intended for us up here.
It certainly had the height. Right pocket, 3-ball Lands. Airborne and a swish. Kamari Lands with a couple of early triples, and MTSU has its first lead, 6-3, 17:53 left first half.
Tell you what, Kamari Lands is a good-looking player. I tell you what, solid.
Cadeau attempts to split two, and he drags the pivot foot, so a couple of quick turnovers from Elliot Cadeau after 6 in Fort Worth against TCU. Remember, Michigan, 22 cough-ups in that game, tied a Dusty May era record at 22 at Purdue last year.
Yeah, well, Middle Tennessee State is doing a good job at speeding him up. He's got to slow down and not try to do too much.
Loof a little bit rapid on his pace, loses the handle, gets it back, lob Smith, back over Loof. Shot fake, drives in, kick right wing, contested three, up and strong by Green, but a loose ball and a rebound for Sean Smith offensively for MTSU. Right baseline, Green fades away and airballs too strong, a 12-footer, rebound Cheddar. Will has Michigan's only points. It came on the first possession. Catches right corner, back to Lendeborg. Point right, Johnson. Michigan down 6-3, 17:09, rolling first half timer. Cadeau, leave Johnson, drives in on his defender, Lands, takes it strong, spins and scores. Off glass left block, and Michigan halts a 2.5-minute scoring drought at 6-5, Blue Raiders.
Yeah, that was all business. He kind of drove it to the middle, spun, laid it off the grass.
Left side, here's a step back, Lands three, misses it strong. Rebound Lendeborg in front of the bucket. Up ahead, Burnett catches, goes for the layup and had it swatted. Chase down block from Sean Smith. His third block of the season, normally more of a steals guy. That was a whale of an athletic play to save a go-ahead Michigan bucket. So the Wolverines inbound baseline left. Subs for each side as as Trey Green exits. We see Javin Carter for the first time, the Penn State transfer for Michigan. Will Cheddar, a little bolt of energy, he exits. And Roddy Gale Jr. comes in for the first time. Baseline inbound from Cadeau to Burnett. Sludges his way inside. Banks and scores. Left block, right hand. He was just being invited into the paint by MTSU. Took it slowly but surely. 7-6 Michigan.
Yeah, he didn't settle. That was a smooth take to the basket.
Left wing, a three up and good from Chris Loof. Boy, the big man, 6'11", he'll try from deep. Now 3 of 6 on the season. It's 9-7 MTSU.
Yeah, you got to be able to defend that three-point line when you're facing Middle Tennessee State.
Lendeborg splits 2. Give Cadeau, drives from the right wing to the right block. Misses the bunny. Tap-up attempt no good by Gale. Rebound MTSU. Blue Raiders right to left in front, 9-7. 4 minutes in first half. Smith slithers, alley-oops up toward Loof, and Johnson spiked it near the out-of-bounds line. Lendeborg leaped out there, saved it, and then finds Cadeau, who gets fouled by Sean Smith. A wildly athletic play by Yaxel Lendeborg, soaring his way over the baseline to save the possession for Michigan. And MTSU is called for its first foul of the ballgame on Smith. First foul for either side. Timeout on the floor. 9-7 MTSU with 15:52 to play first half. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Michigan basketball plays here.
Jets his way with 3, straight on with 2, leans in, scoops.
Oh! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $1,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 AXZD BFG Open Bonus Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Blue Raiders with the early lead here at Chrysler Center on Michigan. 15:52 to play in this first half. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you. Terry, your initial impressions of an MTSU team that got a nice little bolt of energy there from Kamari Lands. He had 2 big threes to start MTSU's night off.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's kind of just what I thought of this team. They're going to shoot the 3 ball, and they're going to shoot it well. 6 of their 8 shots have came from behind the 3-point line, and all of their points have came from 3.
Michigan with some substitutions. Trey McKinney, LJ Kaysen, and Adai Mara out there for the first time, joined by Lendeborg and Gale. So the lone starter still on the floor is Lendeborg. Left point Mara with it. Clawed at by Loof. Play on. Here's McKinney on a drive. Right of the lane. Over to Gale. Goes up for a layup. Misses it. But goes to the free throw line on a hard foul by Middle Tennessee. The bump from Sean Smith, and he's already got 2 fouls here at the 15:39 mark of the first half, and MTSU leading 9-7.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Roddy Gale does such a good job at putting pressure on the defenses and gets to the line a ton. So
Gale 8 of 10 at the stripe on the young season. First one up, and it rattles home. 9-8, Blue Raiders lead down to 1 as Alec Oglesby in his 4th collegiate stop. Former product of Cleveland State, UNC Wilmington, and for a couple of years Stetson out there as he spells The 2-foul Sean Smith. Second free throw strong. Rebound Carter for MTSU. So Carter, who did not play when he was in Penn State's colors last season here in Ann Arbor. Flip right wing, Loof alone for another 3-ball. This one, Klink goes out. Rebound ripped down by Lendeborg, his third early on. Up ahead, McKinney. Stutter step, a drive, shut off. Right block by Oglesby. Recoils out to the right pocket. 15-15, ticking first half clock. 9-8, Middle Tennessee. Gale, flip it up, deflects to Mara, gets there, missed the bunny low on the right. McKinney fighting for the rebound, comes up with it, feeds Lendeborg, right corner, a 3 for the lead that goes. Excellent effort from McKinney, the freshman, and the 6th-year Lendeborg finishes off the tray.
Winning plays there by Trey McKinney. I mean, talking about him down there rebounding that basketball, he's amongst the trees down there rebounding.
That three-pointer brought to you by Citgo Top-Tier Tri-Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Then active Michigan defensive hands pushes a pass from MTSU out of bounds. So MTSU will inbound as Jared Hall comes in for the first time. Chris Loof, who in just 5+ minutes, took 3 triples and 4 overall attempts, made 1. Inbound, intercepted McKinney to Gale. What a bounce feed. Kaysen lays it up and in low on the right. Oh, that was dynamite all the way around. McKinney, Gale, and Kaysen finishes it off. 13-9 Michigan.
Yeah, that was a dime there. Whenever you can drop your teammate off like that in stride.
Left wing, Oglesby triggers a 3. Way strong, hit the backboard first. Back tap rebound, Carter. He's ready to go. Misses a long 3 right point. 2-hop rebound. Kaysen loses it out of bounds. And Dusty May a little bit frustrated with Kaysen. Dusty talking about it after the game at TCU, saying we've got to work harder for catches. We've got to stay stronger with the ball. An example there that Michigan misfires on.
Yeah, that's an example I talk about all the time of guys picking up the basketball as opposed to trying to dribble it and make a play at the same time.
14-15 remaining first half. 13-9 Wolverines with the lead on a 6-0 spurt. Step back right wing 3, up and nowhere close by Lands. Rebound to Michigan. Up ahead McKinney. He tries a transition 3 and misses it. It was halfway down before popping ajar. Rebound Alston for MTSU. Right wing, Alston had his pocket picked by Gale, who attempted to kind of fling it off Carter there. Gale with some thoughts. And we're going to see if Michigan might challenge this one. They do want to take a look, and this is a quick trigger. Coach is challenged by Dusty May at the 13:55 mark of the first half, 13-9 Michigan. And why this is impactful is because in this new setup where out-of-bounds calls are the only way that they can be challenged are via coach's challenge. If you lose it, if you lose the challenge, you lose the option to do it the rest of the way. And we're barely 6 minutes in. They are pretty confident in it.
Well, it came real quick, and it was right in front of your bench. So I would say Michigan probably got it right because
they had a great view, no doubt. Wolverines by 4. They've scored the last 6. As the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics, Belfour Property Restoration is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. To nominate someone, visit mgoblue.com/hero. Has a special meeting today with it being Military Appreciation Night at Chrysler Center. Some great tributes to, here's the call. And it is a reversal. So Michigan gets the basketball, last touch MTSU, and the Wolverines pocket that challenge back, up 13-9. But they've been showing great little pictures and submissions from various fans here in attendance or throughout the Michigan fan base of either themselves or friends or family members who have served. We certainly thank all those who have. It's a special night here in Ann Arbor. MTSU bothering the inbound from McKinney to Kaysen. Push pass to the center line. Gale with some steam. Drives right to the lane. Has his layup blocked off the backboard by Alston. Deflects its way to the Blue Raiders. Lands, whips a pass off the shin of Hall. Trickles out of bounds. And MTSU coughs up its 5th turnover early on. Back to the Wolverines.
Yeah, would you say we're batting 500 as far as challenges this year? Or?
Yeah, that'd be correct. Yeah. But I think the first one was more, hey, there's 40-something seconds left. May as well let it fly, right? Double team on McKinney, gets it to Gale. Michigan across the timeline. Skip pass right pocket, Kaysen over to the right side. McKinney, jab step left, attempts to drive right. Shut off, he leaves it for Mara left point. 13.5 to play first half. Michigan
up 13-9. Cheddar trudges his way to the free throw line. Flips straight on Kaysen. Up fake with 6 on the timer. Crafty dribbling. Back pedals with 4. Takes it left elbow. Spins. Loses his footing. Back tap somehow by Mara to Cheddar. Flings it up there. No, they're going to say a shot clock violation. It didn't go, so it didn't matter. I thought Cheddar got that off, and that would have been a real buzzkill had he somehow made that 26-foot heave.
Yeah, well, good awareness by Will Cheddar, knowing that the clock was running down. Most guys would have just picked it up, not having any idea what happened.
Another instance where Dusty May coaching up L.J. Kaysen after he lost his footing and did a lot of dribbling on that possession. 13-10 left first half. Michigan 13, MTSU 9. Blue Raiders haven't scored in about 3.5 game minutes. Had an early 3-point lead in this ball game. Left side Hall, handoff Oglesby, a whistle and a foul. Offensively on MTSU, too aggressive for Jared Hall on the screen attempt. Back to Michigan up by 4.
You know, you talk about L.J. Kaysen in those one-on-one situations. He's at his best when he takes up ground. When he stands in front of you and just dribbles the basketball, doesn't work for him.
Michigan breaks the press. McKinney dump it down, high block right. Mara backing down against Hall. Spins him, but missed the layup. Oh, the second close range misfire by Mara. Blue Raiders clean up the rebound. Right wing, Carter dumps it off. Shot fake Hall, who picked up that foul moments ago. To Carter, around a modest screen from Hall. Has Cheddar on a switch. Back to Hall, two-man game. Carter considers a 3. Now left side, Oglesby takes a 3 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Mara rips down the rebound and outlets ahead inside toward Gale. Drives in, bumps Carter. Carter with the shove as well, and a foul called on the former Nittany Lion of Penn State, Javin Carter. It was on the floor, so an inbound for Michigan coming up on Carter's first foul, team's 4th of the half. Gale exits. Morez Johnson Jr. comes in. More strong minutes from Roddy Gale Jr.
Yes, they are. You know, I kind of like that role for Roddy Gale coming off the bench because he seems to give Michigan a spark, a different look when he comes into the ball game.
Wolverines haven't scored in 2.5 game minutes. MTSU's drought's north of 4 minutes. Inbound McKinney, left corner, a 3 is a splash. Oh, confidence there from Trey McKinney. The scoring drought be darned. 16-9 Michigan, almost 8 minutes into the first half.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. All bottoms on that.
And then a steal by Kaysen. Fleeces Carter. Clean runway for a two-hand stuff right of the rim. Timeout, Nick McDevitt and MTSU. Michigan has scored 11 in a row. And all of a sudden, they're doubling up the visiting Blue Raiders.
I'll tell you what, that's something that L.J. Kaysen needed. He needed a stop like that, a pick, something to kind of get him energized and get him going. That could be the start of the season right there.
Wolverines 18, Blue Raiders 9, 11:53 to play first half as we pause for a break. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
It's time to put your acting skills to the test in Hush Money at Saganing Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Saturday in November from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., guests will team up for the Charade Challenge to win a share of $40,000 in cash and premium play. Each hour, 2 lucky players will compete for up to $500 cash, plus nightly bonuses for the most correct guesses. Only at Saganing Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saganing-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their hazy IPA Mortal Bloom, and of course All-Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
Down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery.
Rah, rah, rah.
Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's. Whether it's in your cupboard,
at your local Meijer, or even at Chrysler Center. From pre-game breakfast, tailgate sliders, or post-game victory food, Aunt Millie's is baking memories from their family to yours. Pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local store, or grab a hot dog or hamburger at Chrysler Center to see what we're all about. Aunt Millie's, closer to home.
Wolverines on an 11-0 surge. They lead Middle Tennessee 18-9, 11:53 remaining in this first half. Terry, Dusty May said after the TCU game, they're still trying to figure out rotations, cadences, all of that. What worked on that recent surge, especially that last 5-0 run in about 10 seconds?
Yeah, well, defense has been the name of the game for the Wolverines. I mean, whenever you see them clamp down on defense, it becomes contagious. Everyone wants to get in on that. They've forced 7 turnovers already, and it's usually us watching Michigan, it's usually flipped the other way around.
Well, remember Friday, Michigan clamped down against TCU defensively. The Horned Frogs led by 6 with about 11.5 to go, and then Michigan held them to 6 of 21 shooting the rest of the way. They come out aggressively here with a press off the MTSU timeout. With the basketball, Green spinning his way to the timeline. Flip a pass to James Dent Jr. on the floor for the first time. And MTSU can get into its offensive set. Right wing Loof has it. With Michigan doubling up the Blue Raiders. Pass to the left side, deflected out of bounds by Burnett, intended for Carter. Burnett almost had a steal and score himself like Kaysen did to force the MTSU timeout.
Yeah, that forced pressure by Michigan had Middle Tennessee State working with a short clock in the half court. So
Mara and Kaysen exit. Lendeborg and Cadeau back out there, joined by McKinney, Burnett, and Johnson. Near sideline, Kamari Lands, who paces all scorers with 6. Surveys and triggers left point. Loof has it. Shot clock at 8. 11.5 to play first half. Cadeau bothers Loof. Right side, Dent attempts to drive, handoff inside. Carter flips it up, had it blocked, and the ball secured by Morez Johnson Jr. before the shot clock expired. Up ahead left side, McKinney, another 3. This one off the front iron. Rebound back tap by Johnson to Lendeborg. Cadeau open left point. He'll try from deep and miss it off to the right. Rebound MTSU and Trey Green underneath the cup.
yeah, I think those back taps like that for a big man should be counted as a rebound.
I think in the NBA they do give you credit for the rebound there. In any event, base of the block M, it's Dent to Loof, right point, rainmaking 3 front iron, backboard and out. McKinney soars for the rebound, no tip there, two-handed and strong. Left corner, Burnett, Michigan up 18-9, 10:45 rolling first half clock. Skip past Johnson to Cadeau, around the rainbow, Lendeborg. He tries left wing a 3. It's off the front iron. Cadeau soars for the rebound, makes it, scores. Grabbed it right underneath the rim. Jump stop and a left-hand layup low on the left. 29 Michigan. They've scored 13 in a row.
Yeah, how about the ball movement by the Wolverines? I mean, that's where the shot was supposed to come from.
And a step on the sideline by James Dent as he accelerated toward the basket. Turnover, MTSU. Cough up number 8. We were keeping that number for Michigan as it went along against TCU on Friday. Michigan just 3 in an 11-point lead.
Yeah, we've been keeping them like that the last 3 games, let's be honest. Not just against them, because they've been turning over at a long rate. Yes.
Bad pass, though, on the inbound. MTSU steals it away. Shouldn't have talked about it, should we have? Smith has it for MTSU. On the right side, Lands probes right elbow. Now takes it in, spins on Johnson, absorbs a double team. Underhand pass inside Alston. His shot rejected by Yaxel Lendeborg. Yax's 6th block of the year. Michigan the ball midway through the first half, leading 20-9. Johnson zigzags and hands right side Cadeau. Skips it into Johnson, goes up strong. Line drive banker, no good, too short. Rebound loose as Lands almost fell to the deck. Does spill down, somehow passes away to Alston. Blue Raiders do secure the possession. But boy, Michigan made them earn it. Lands, MTSU's first 6 points. He and the Blue Raiders quiet ever since. They haven't scored in almost 7 game minutes. Right wing, Smith looks around. Shot clock at 6. Head of the key pass left wing. Alston takes it strong. Left lane line, rolls it home. And that 7-minute scoring drought ends. 20-11, Michigan up ahead. Gale flings it up there. Yes! Count it, and a foul on a dynamite pass from about 50 feet away by Burnett, and Gale just kind of lulled his defender to sleep, hooked it up there and scored it. Michigan didn't let that first bucket phase him. It's 22-11 U of M.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Roddy Gale goes to the basket, he's looking for contact. He's not trying to avoid it. That's why he's being rewarded.
Man, what a heck of a play.
Yeah.
How quick was that off a made basket?
And I think that's the way that Coach Destiny wants to play.
No doubt.
Would rather not be taking it out of the basket, but nonetheless.
Free throw airborne and in from Roddy Gale Jr. Now 2 of 3 from the stripe today. It's 23-11 Michigan, 9:16 to play. Press back on for the Maize and Blue. Smith in the corner, still dribbling. 1 second to go. Rifles one toward Lance, who caught it, then got fouled hard by Elliot Cadeau. A few groans from the Michigan crowd, but that was the right call. It was a heck of a pass just to get it across the line because, I mean, Smith was dribbling in no man's land with only 2 seconds to spare.
Yeah, and it had some steam on it, too. So.
That was a fastball, no doubt. Michigan fans choose chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, where the mountains go blue. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer. Michigan with a lead by a dozen. 9:04 to play first half. At the block end, Smith has it, dribbling against Burnett. Lobs a pass right side, Green. Ponders, steps back, now drives right lane line, loses it, poked away by Cadeau, deflects to Gale. Head up, wiggles his way in, and then his pass toward Burnett, tipped by Alston, intercepted Smith. Blue Raiders right to left. Smith, free throw line, floater up and off to the left. Lendeborg reels in, rebound number 5 for him on the night, Michigan's ball. Near sideline, Cadeau, back over to the left wing and Lendeborg. Burnett surveys Lands, now drives left baseline, takes it underneath the cup, double clutch, blocked out of bounds, last touched by Lands. And it stays with Michigan, 16 on the timer, subs for both sides. Mara spells Johnson for Michigan, while both Loof and Green leave on the MTSU side. Alec Oglesby and Jared Hall return. 8:27 to play first half. Michigan a 23-11 lead. MTSU is 4 of 18 from the floor. On the end in Michigan, Cadeau lobs it out right side Lendeborg. Looks around, barks out some commands. Feed left wing Burnett. Left corner Gale, dump it down Mara. One dribble, jump stop, flings it up. No, hit the rim twice, popped out of there. Rebound MTSU. One arm pass from Smith over to Oglesby. Smith gets it back at the point. Has Mara on him with the switch defense. Low block left, Alston has it. Backs down against Cadeau. Jumping pass, right corner Oglesby. Can sight it, shoot it, and hit it from deep. 23-14, Michigan's lead dwindles to 9.
Yeah, I thought Mara was kind of in no man's land in on that kind of double team. I think if you're going to go, you got to commit.
7:43 to play first half. Gale picks up his dribble. Smartly finds Burnett, catches a tough pass. Now shooter right wing 3, in and out. Rebound Smith. Michigan fortunate to break that press and got a great look. Couldn't can it. Smith spins a pass inside Hall. Extra feed right corner. Oglesby another 3 and another swish. Excellent ball movement there. And just like MTSU had to do after a 5-0 Michigan run, they have to call a timeout after a quick 6-0 counter from MTSU. What was a 12-point Michigan lead cut in half at the 7:27 mark of the first half. Michigan 23, MTSU 17. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Michigan Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
And the Wolverines win the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and they forge a lifelong bond.
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Little 6-0 run from MTSU has the Blue Raiders within 6. Wolverines 23, MTSU 17. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification time on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield. So thankful that you're with us on this Wednesday night. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. 2 quick threes there from MTSU. Terry Mills, what'd you see?
Well, I thought that shot that Roddy Gale took, it was kind of early. I know it was in transition, but we love it if it falls in. But if not, they got the numbers going back the other way.
Oglesby hit both. Michigan breaks the press. Cadeau dribbling high with the right hand on the right wing. Over to the left side, Gale. Trudges inside, had his shot blocked out of bounds. It was last touched by Michigan. Wow. Let's see if Wolverines want to take a look at that one, as Alec Oglesby giving them some big-time minutes. Oglesby did not score in their road win at Evansville 5 days ago, but a big block there after 2 threes moments ago, and MTSU has the ball, no challenge from Michigan. L.J. Kaysen, Trey McKinney, those 2 young, talented bench guards for Michigan coming in to spell Elliot Cadeau and Morez Johnson Jr. Blue Raiders decked out fittingly in blue, right to left here on this Chrysler Center Wednesday. Right side lands. He's tied for the team lead with 6. Skip it Oglesby on the right point. Left side Hall fakes a pass, shoots a 3, bricks it, backboard, back iron and out. Rebound Mara for Michigan. 6:50 left first half. Wolverines lead 23-17. Kaysen at the center line. Examines, feeds right side. Cheddar dials up from distance, misses it short. Rebound reeled in right-handed by Lands in Middle Tennessee. Near sideline Carter, high right-handed bounce. Considers a screen from Hall, takes it, pauses left wing. Handoff Oglesby, detours right of the lane, fades over Mara. Rainmaker, front iron, flat out. Rebound loose, knocked out of bounds by Hall. It goes back to Michigan on a good box out from Kaysen. So 6:21 on a halted first half clock. Michigan a 23-17 lead. Michigan hasn't scored in almost 3 game minutes. Wolverines shooting just 38%. Both these defenses have been pretty good.
Yeah, both of them have been pretty stout.
And the press on again. Gale has it. 2 seconds to spare. Lob it up. Caught left corner Cheddar. And Michigan can settle into the offense. Gale looks inside. And before he could pass there, Hall whistled for a foul against Mara. That is 6'9" Jared Hall going up against 7'3" Adai Mara. Number 2 on Hall, 6 on MTSU.
Yeah, Roddy Gale thought about making that pass into Mara, but tell you what, that would have been from a long ways away.
Yeah, the distance was long. He had the angle, he had the avenue, but that would have been, what, a 25-foot pass? Inbound McKinney, right corner for Michigan. Clad in maize here tonight. Now Kaysen almost loses it out of bounds. Suffocating defense Oglesby, but Kaysen slithers by him, drives to the basket. MTSU didn't stop ball, and an easy right-hand lay-in for Kaysen. 25-17 Michigan.
Yeah, as I said before, Kaysen's at his best when he's getting toward the basket. When he starts out there in the front playing around with the basketball, allow teams to put that coverage on.
Kaysen, 6 points, 3 of 3 shooting for Michigan. He paces all Wolverines. Right wing, left alone. Land shoots a 3 way off to the left. And a fingertip left-hand rebound by McKinney in Michigan. Trey up to the right side, Gale. 5.5 left first half. Michigan 25, Blue Raiders 17. Mara, no-look feed inside to a cutting Cheddar. Push pass left corner. Kaysen tries from deep. Misses it too much on it. Rebound down to MTSU's Lambs. Left wing Lambs on Cheddar to Hall straight on. Handoff Oglesby. Wheels right to the right wing Hall. Up fake, Mara doesn't go after it. Right corner Oglesby does. Gale did, but Gale recovers. Left point, here's Lance. Shot clock at 8. Lance splits 2, gets away with a walk. Feed left wing, rain-making 3 from Carter. In and out. Rebound back tap to Hall. Second chance MTSU. Carter left of the lane line, floats and scores. It rolled all the way around the rim and fell. 25-19. MTSU cuts the deficit to 6.
Yeah, Michigan did everything right defensively.
McKinney left alone right wing. Triggers and misses it strong. Rebound MTSU's.
They just wasn't able to come up with that rebound.
4.5 left first half. Michigan's lead is 6. Carter around a modest screen from Hall. Give it Hall. Alone left point. 3-ball line drives. A swish. Middle Tennessee's 6th triple make in 18 tries. They're within 3 at 25-22. 4:14 left first half. Kaysen, flip it up. Mara behind the back pass toward a cutting Cheddar. Deflected, intercepted. Michigan's 7th turnover. Alston, handoff right wing Carter to Hall. Now Lambs. He drives into the lane from the Big Ten logo. Hooks and scores it off the glass. It's 25-24. MTSU within 1.
Yeah, well, those type of passes that Mara attempted there, if you want to come out of the game, they'll get you out. I mean, if you complete them, then, hey, play on. But
media stoppage, next dead ball. Kaysen crosses over. Kick right corner. McKinney another 3. Hits the side of the backboard. Lands with the rebound for MTSU. Mara spills to the deck with some contact from Hall. Lands straight on 3 for the lead. Way short. And Kaysen saves it from going out of bounds. Michigan wants to push. Up 1, 3:22 left. Kaysen drives in, laid it up. Yes, count it in a foul. Straight on from the left side of the court at half court. He just kept chugging, and MTSU didn't stop him till it was too late. LJ Kaysen providing a big spark off the bench. His 8 points leading Michigan has a chance for a 9th when we come back. 3:21 remaining first half. Wolverines 27, Blue Raiders 24. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Progressive knows not all rides are smooth. Meet Peter. He loves his motorcycle. What he doesn't love is wind. Which is ironic, because wind is a big part of the whole wind-in-your-face motorcycle cliche. But nobody ever tells you how relentless a strong crosswind is, or the cliche wouldn't exist. Not every ride is smooth, but Progressive has your back. Get a quote to see if you can save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hey Wolverine fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Michigan basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Michigan Wolverines. Let's go Wolverines! SeatGeek.
When people yell, "Go Blue," most people think of the Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors, the maize and blue. But what does "Go Blue" mean in the liquor store? It means go for a long drink. Go for the blue can with undefeated flavor, a refreshing mix of citrus, sparkling soda, and a kick of real liquor. So go blue. Then go blue. For the Wolverines, we mean long drink. Proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024. The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
3:21 left, 27-24. Michigan had the opportunity for those who have served in the armed forces to stand up and be honored here on Military Appreciation Night. And Terry, I learned something today about our best friend over here to the right, Don, and his wife, Dee. They both were in the Air Force, and that's where they met. I never knew that. I saw the pictures of Don and Dee. They looked like, they still are stars, but man, they looked, that was the real deal back then. I had no idea.
I never knew that. You have to share that photo with me.
I know. Don and Dee, two of the friendliest. If you've been to Chrysler a lot, you've interacted with them at some point. One of the great game day team members here. And you learn something new every day, and you have a smile every day when you get a chance to talk with Don and Dee. LJ Kaysen at the free throw line, could not complete the and one. Misses the free throw, MTSU the rebound. With 3:15 to play first half, Wolverines 27, Blue Raiders 24. Carter center circle here for the blue-clad Blue Raiders, 3-0 out of Conference USA. Step back, right of the lane line jumper, misses short, but Michigan couldn't corral the rebound. It falls out of bounds. Both Johnson and Lendeborg, probably the two closest players to it, friendly fire, and MTSU maintains possession. So inbounding will be Carter out there on the left baseline. Inbounds Loof. Also Olsen on the floor, Green, and Dent. Dent on the right side, over to the right pocket, Carter. Shot clock at 10. Michigan's lead just 3. 2:51 remaining before intermission. Right wing Carter around a screen from Loof. Timer down to 4. Kick right side, Dent. Shot fake. Right wing Carter. Shot fake. Had it poked away by Kaysen in a shot clock violation. I don't think any Blue Raider recognized the shot clock there. Turnover number 10 for the Blue Raiders.
No, it's almost as if they thought we were playing pickup basketball with no shot clock. Everybody just kept dribbling around.
2:42 left first half, 27-24 Michigan. Wolverines have Cadeau, Burnett, Kaysen, Johnson, and Lendeborg on the floor. Nobody with more than 4 points for Michigan other than Kaysen's 8. Head of the key, Johnson, handoff Lendeborg. Looks around, drives in, Euros, floats, scores it on a swish from 4 feet away. Lendeborg shrugs, he wanted a foul, settles for a two-pointer, 29-24 U of M.
Yeah, he might have got hacked on that, but it's good to see him playing through contact. And
Dent, underhand pass, right point. Green almost lost it again. Kaysen active defensively. Whips it, free throw line, Loof. Backs down against Johnson, hooks from 7, shot at 6 feet, rebound after the air ball by Lendeborg. Lendeborg head up, jogs, now accelerates. Flip right wing Cadeau, right pocket Burnett, feed the post, it's Johnson. One-on-one against Loof, faces up, spins, dribbles once, banks, misses, but a late whistle and a foul, causing Nick McDevitt to jump once pretty strongly over there on that bench. He's flummoxed by that call, but Morez Johnson Jr. earns a couple of free throws.
I tell you what, Morez Johnson is about as strong as they come. You know, not giving any ground on post line defense on one end and then playing bully ball on the other end. So,
looking at the replay, the call was correct, but I understand the frustration with how late the whistle was. But Johnson earns a couple of free throws. He's 6 of 8 from the stripe on the young season. First one up and pure, 30-24 Michigan. 1:51 left. McDevitt and MTSU gave Dusty May and FAU a ton of issues when these two teams, well, when MTSU and when Dusty was at FAU, those teams were in Conference USA. They faced off 11 times, and it was 7-4 in favor of Dusty May, 9 times 6-3 in favor of Dusty May. Both free throws good, 31-24. But MTSU is one of the 4 teams that beat that Final Four team, FAU, in 2023. Right wing Loof has it for MTSU. Michigan up 31-24, 100 seconds to play first half. And then Dent got tripped by Cadeau, and Elliott's called for the foul, his second. And just the second on Michigan, both Elliott's.
Well, Coach May didn't shy away from putting Middle Tennessee on their schedule.
No doubt.
Usually you have coaches that come from a conference like that. They don't want anything to do with those guys because they kind of know them. Yeah. They know them like the back of their hand. So,
Loof in between the circles, hands off Dent. Push past left pocket. Carter tries a long one and rattles it home. MTSU within 4, 31-27. $1:22 left first half.
Yeah, Lindenborg tried to shoot the gap defensively. You got to lock and trail.
Left wing, Kaysen with a 3 ball, high off the heel, rebound loose, and a foul on the floor by Middle Tennessee. It'll send Michigan to the free throw line on the loose ball foul by Javin Carter. So, a 1-on-1 opportunity for Yaxel Lendeborg after Carter's second and the team's 9th of the half. 31-27 Michigan, 1:12 remaining. Lendeborg, 7 of 8 from the line this year. First one up, earns him a second. But to your point about the scheduling, I think there's some understanding for Dusty May. When he was at FAU, scheduling was a real pain. Teams don't want to face you when you're building up a good program, but these two came through Conference USA together. They were hired 2 days apart at FAU and MTSU. Second free throw good from Lendeborg, 33-27 Michigan. Wolverines 6 of 8 from the line today. MTSU has not gone to the stripe so far this evening. In between the rings, Loof, give to Dent. Cautious right-hand dribbles. Now Carter high on the right. Around a screen from Loof, picks up his bounce, flip right wing Dent. Free throw line halts, give Loof, drives in, banker way strong. Good defense, Lendeborg, rebound by Johnson. Up ahead, Yax, slithers his way in. Euros, jumping past Kaysen, extra feed, Cadeau. Doesn't take the open 3, instead drives, takes it all the way. Banks misses, but a foul. And Elliot Cadeau heads back to the free throw line for Michigan. His first trip, Michigan's 9th and 10th free throws coming up. After the Alston foul, his first.
Yeah, I thought that was an opportunity for Yax to go finish at the rim, but he's such a unselfish player that kind of looks for his teammates, and I think as he starts to get comfortable.
First free throw up and good from Cadeau. 34-27 Michigan. Yeah, do you think he should have taken that 3?
No, he had a drive to the basket.
Okay.
I'm talking about when he had a drive to the basket. He could have probably finished at the rim.
Oh, sure. Gotcha. Second one up. And it rattles home. 35-27 U of M. Cadeau heads to the bench. Roddy Gale Jr. back in for Michigan. Gale has 4 points in 12 minutes. Tracking those turnovers for the Maize and Blue. Remember, 22 against TCU. Highest under Dusty May back on Friday. 7 so far tonight. Michigan bothering the basketball, and now they will commit a foul as Roddy Gale Jr. bumps 40 feet away James Dent Jr.
And 7 turnovers in the first half. Floating almost setting a record with this team. We're usually in double figures.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think that foul was done to get the reset 20 on the shot clock, giving Michigan a little bit more time on the other side of that timer. Center circle, Carter with it. Shot clock down to 5. Michigan's lead is 8. Carter on the left wing, slides left, shoots an off-balance 3. Off the back of the rim, loose ball, foul called on MTSU as Damari Burnett got pushed to the deck. Fouls swelling for MTSU. It's number 11 of the half. And to the other end of the floor with 8.7 to play is Damari Burnett as Dent picks up his first individual infraction. So a 2 free throw opportunity for Damari Burnett. How big were those 2 charity tosses he made late at TCU, giving Michigan a 2-possession lead in what ultimately was a 4-point Wolverines winner?
Yeah, well, he's a young man that doesn't shy away from the moment. When it gets tight, you can put the ball in his hands and he will deliver.
First free throw a bit strong from Burnett. Now we saw that on display from Damari Burnett back on February 27th. Remember his game winner against Rutgers. One more free throw for Burnett, 35-27 Michigan, in a game that the Wolverines have led for more than 15 game minutes. Burnett spins the basketball, once on the deck, once in his left hand. Does not dribble. He sights it, shoots it, and swishes it. 36-27 Michigan. McKinney in for Burnett. See how the Wolverines can handle an 8.7-second defensive possession against an MTSU team that's shooting 30% in the first half. Inbound Dent, bothered by Lendeborg. Jumping pass up toward Oglesby. Game clock at 3. Up ahead. Drive underneath the basket by Alston. Reverses, scores, count it, and a foul as the buzzer goes off. As it's 36-29, but they're going to say a foul. The band starts playing, but they've got to at least take a look at this. But I think they're going to give Alston the bucket and the free throw.
Yeah, I do believe that's what's going to happen, but I don't think you have to have any players on the line here.
Nope. The band followed through, by the way. They finished. They made sure, and they're going to take a look. This is a referee-instigated review with currently the clock at 0.0, 36-29 the scoreboard reads, which if the review is upheld, that would be the score with a free throw coming. We're getting a look at it on the video board here. Foul certainly happened before the buzzer. They'll probably put a little bit of time on the clock, giving Michigan maybe a desperation chance at something long range. But the fans here are getting, in essence, an elongated halftime. They're heading to the concourse to check out some of the concessions. The length of the review has to be to determine how much time is left, because it was very clear that the foul got off in time by Torrey Alston.
Yeah, whenever they do this, they always seem to come back with trying to put like 5/10 on the shot clock to give you an opportunity to catch and shoot.
Yep, and they'll give Michigan 0.4 right on it, Terry. One free throw for Alston. Be sure to subscribe to the official podcast of Michigan Athletics, Go Blue Podcast, which features a wide range of audio content, including wall-to-wall coverage of Michigan basketball on Defend the Block. Go Blue Podcasts. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So Alston, 4 of 8 from the line. He was an all-freshman teamer in Conference USA last year at MTSU. Free throw up. And he knocks it down, so 0.4 left. Michigan, a 6-point lead, 36-30. Lendeborg jogs to his right, gets ready for a one-arm pass, lobs it up, almost hit the video board, caught by Johnson, flings it up, hit backboard, but didn't fall. What an incredible effort with 0.4. It would have counted. The only thing that happened is it literally almost hit the base of the video board. Let's talk about it with assistant Mike Boynton Jr. He's with Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach, there was a stretch in this ball game for 7 game minutes that you left them scoreless. What did you see during that stretch?
Well, I think our aggression was much better than it's been the last a week or so. We've been making a real emphasis on being more disruptive defensively. Our switching bothered them. They obviously got loose for a few threes that we didn't want to give up. So we'll make some adjustments at halftime to take away these threes they're getting.
Yeah, you're shooting 39% offensively in the first half. Are you getting the looks that you want offensively and the shots are just not falling?
Yeah, man, we're getting wide open shots. I mean, we've got really good shooters shooting them, and so we don't want to lose confidence. We want to keep trying to generate those kind of shots. The thing we got to do a better job of is continue to go to the glass and give ourselves some more second chance opportunities.
I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you, Brian.
All righty. Thank you, Terry. Thanks, as always, to Mike Boynton Jr. for his thoughts here with us at halftime. 36-30 our score at the break. Wolverines leading, visiting Middle Tennessee State. Stay tuned for halftime. Rob Joyce with all the coverage, highlights, checking the out-of-town scoreboard, and more. Wolverines up 6 at the break on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCAA.
Hey Michigan, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Michigan Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan. Michael Hanna, 150 West Jefferson Avenue, Detroit, 48226. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Subscribe to the official podcast home of Michigan Athletics and Go Blue Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $1,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 AXZD BFG Open Bonus Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Halftime from Chrysler. Michigan leads Middle Tennessee 36-30 as we look back at the opening 20 minutes of play. Well, Dusty may have made a change to the lineup tonight. Despite going scoreless against TCU, Will Cheddar in the starting five tonight. First possession, he nails a three, but the Blue Raiders came out firing. A trio of triples in the opening minutes saw MTSU jump out to an early 9-7 lead at the initial media timeout. That early barrage would cool. A scoring drop by the visitors allowed the Wolverines to regain the lead on a Yaxo Lendeborg three, and the Wolverines for a bit were off and running. Middle Tennessee started turning the ball over 6 in a 5-minute stretch in which they did not score, and the Maize and Blue took full advantage.
Droughts north of 4 minutes. Inbound McKinney. Left corner. A three is a splash. Oh, confidence there from Trey McKinney. The scoring drought be darned. 16-9 Michigan, almost 8 minutes into the first half.
Only field goal from McKinney. Next possession, an LJ Kaysen steal and slam forced a Blue Raider timeout. 8 minutes in, Michigan led 18-9 by way of an 11-0 surge. Other side of the timeout, Elliot Cadeau putback made it a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Midway through, it was 20-9. After 7 minutes, the Blue Raiders finally scored, even though Roddy Gale Jr. immediately answered with an and one on the other end to go up a dozen. The visitors responded. That dozen, the largest Michigan lead of the half. Then consecutive Blue Raider threes have the lead. It was 23-17 at the under 8. Kept firing from deep. 5 minutes left, it's 25-22 Wolverines. Under 4, it's 25-24 as Michigan went 2 minutes without scoring. Wolverines fighting it a bit, then just before the under 4 official stoppage, a bench presence provided a spark.
And Kaysen saves it from going out of bounds. Michigan wants to push. Up 1, 3:22 left. Kaysen drives in, laid it up. Yes, count it and a foul. Straight on from the left side of the court in half court. He just kept chugging, and MTSU didn't stop him until it was too late.
8 for LJ Kaysen to lead Michigan in the first half. It stopped the bleeding Keed. A 7-0 spurt for the Maize and Blue in the late stages. Again, though, the three ball kept the Blue Raiders in it. 7 makes from the guests in the first half from the long line, would chip in a 3-point play as time expires for good measure. And Michigan not in the clear yet. Only shot 3 of 14 from deep, and it's a 36-30 Wolverine lead at the break. Halftime show continues. We'll take another check at the scoreboard next as you listen to Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Champions Circle is the leading Michigan athletics fan engagement community. We connect fans with once-in-a-lifetime experiences, produce public and private events, offer club memberships, and operate an online retail store, selling exclusive apparel, trading cards, autographs, and other memorabilia featuring Michigan student athletes. To become a member or learn more about how you can support your favorite Michigan student athletes, visit ChampionsCircleUofM.com. Champions Circle is a proud sponsor of University of Michigan Athletics.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NCAAM and the Ad Council.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NCAAM and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
At the half, Michigan leads Middle Tennessee 36-30. Time now for another check of scores. Not the busiest night of college basketball week. Two other games in progress right now in the Big Ten. Will start in State College, where Penn State trails Harvard at the break. It is 38-35 Crimson. Harvard shot 52% in the first half, including 8 of 16 from deep. And similar story in College Park, where Maryland does have a lead, 24-23 on Mount St. Mary's, 7:34 to go in the first half. Mountaineers hot from deep early on, 4 of 7 from the long line, and they came in just 1-3 on there. So that's kind of the theme of the night by opponents on the road in the Big Ten. Opponents hot from deep here early on. Still to come, 9 o'clock tip from Chicago. Number 8 Illinois battles 11th ranked Alabama. It's the second straight week the Illini will face the number 11 team in the country. Remember, last week they held off then 11th ranked Texas Tech at home in Champaign. So Illinois, its second top 15 opponent of the year. That's it for tonight. 6 games tomorrow. The highlight is Purdue taking on Memphis in the Bahamas, along with Nebraska and New Mexico in Kansas City. Nationally, a pretty good top 5 tilt going on right now in stores. 6:40 to go in the first half at Gamble. 4th-ranked Arizona leads number 3 UConn 24-23. A lot of lead changes, 23-22. A lot of lead changes early on in that one. The only other game, ranked team in action tonight outside the Big Ten is Auburn. Michigan's next opponent. The number 22 Tigers are at home against Jackson State at 9 o'clock. Again, through 20 minutes, it's Michigan 36, Middle Tennessee 30. Brian, a look at the first half numbers next as you listen to Michigan basketball from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
Michigan basketball promo packs are the perfect way to enjoy a game at Chrysler Center and secure an exclusive item. Those items include a Sherpa blanket, a Michigan winter beanie, a co-branded Michigan and Detroit Pistons crew neck, and a unique long-sleeve shirt at Sneakerhead Night, all depending on the pack you select. Get the full details over at mgoblue.com/tickets. That's mgoblue.com/tickets to watch the Michigan hoops and secure some exclusive items with Michigan basketball promo packs. 36-30, Wolverines leading Middle Tennessee here at halftime. And our first half stats are brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Wolverines at 39% shooting. They're just 3 of 14 from downtown. You heard from Mike Boynton Jr. at the very beginning of our halftime coverage that, hey, likes the shots, good shooters, just don't lose the confidence even though they haven't quite fallen yet. Middle Tennessee, 32%. They're 7 of 21 from downtown. Michigan, a big discrepancy at the line. They're 9 of 12 to the Blue Raiders, 1 of 1. Michigan individually led by L.J. Kaysen's 8 points and 11 bench minutes. Yaxel Lendeborg, 7 points and 6 rebounds, well on pace for his 87th career double-double. For Middle Tennessee, they've got 8 from Kamari Lands. He hit 2 threes to give him 6 points early, and then had another bucket a bit later. He's added 5 rebounds. Alec Oglesby, 6 points on a couple of trays, 5 points, 5 rebounds for Torrey Alston. Michigan's led for almost 16 game minutes by as many as 12, but it's just 6 here at the half. 36-30 Wolverines, and your first half stats are brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. We'll come back, bring you Terry's first half analysis, then the start of the second half from Ann Arbor. Wolverines looking to get to 4-0 in front of Middle Tennessee, 36-30. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto-pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like replacing my bike in case of an accident?
Progressive's total loss coverage can help with that.
Great. And you also agree with me that my riding club should ride to the aquarium instead of cruising around a mountain, right?
Actually, we just do insurance. We don't vote in riding clubs.
Nice. 2 votes for the turtle exhibit.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
What are you, some kind of turtle hater?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Wolverines 36, Blue Raiders from Middle Tennessee State University 30. We're welcoming you back to the game, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry Mills, your first half thoughts.
I'll tell you what, this team doesn't go away. I mean, you talk about Michigan being up as much as 12. Look like they just cut that deficit in half within a minute's time. So Michigan's got to stay the course and understand that when you have those droughts, you got to make sure you clamp down on the defensive end because they're coming.
That welcome was brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Craft. This is a proud Middle Tennessee program. They've reached the NCAA tournament 9 times. They've won a game 4 times. Never been to the Sweet 16, but 4 times into the round of 32, defeating Kentucky as an 11 seed in 1982. They were in the same region as Terry Mills and the Wolverines in 1989. They knocked off Florida State in the 4-13 game before losing in the next round. And then back-to-back seasons, 16 and 17, knocking out Big Ten teams. Michigan State, a 2 seed in 2016. Then they were a betting favorite as the 12 seed against Minnesota in 2017. Hermit Davis left for the Ole Miss job. Nick McDevitt took over, and he's still here. Just got a contract extension, trying to make his first head coaching NCAA tournament trip with Middle. He took UNC Asheville there once in his 5 seasons in Western North Carolina. So 20 minutes up on the clock for this second half. Wolverines come out with the starting 5, which, if you're just joining us, included Will Cheddar tonight. He was in there for Adai Mara. Cheddar to inbound to Cadeau with Burnett, Johnson, and Lendeborg waiting. Right to left for the Wolverines. Same 5 out there that started the first half for MTSU in the second half. Lendeborg takes it strong. Kick it left corner. Extra feed from Burnett. Left wing. Cadeau a 3. It's too strong, but Burnett got the rebound. Give it back. Same spot for Cadeau. Different result. A 3 ball goes down for Elliott. It's 39-30 Michigan, 20 seconds in second half.
Yeah, not bashful at all. I mean, I thought that first one had the opportunity to go in, but good to see he had the confidence to take it again.
On a short floater, misses from Sean Smith. Michigan the rebound. Wolverines up 9 with the basketball back quickly. Lendeborg picks up his bounce, pivots left, bounces right. Johnson inside, hooks, he floats, he got the roll and a foul. Hooked his way around his defender, cleared some space, and got the friendly bounce. It's 41-30 Michigan, 45 seconds into this second half, and Johnson heads to the stripe. Johnson 6 points and 4 boards on 2 of 3 shooting tonight. 2 of 2 at the line today, 8 of 10 on the young season, and another make for him. Morez Johnson Jr. gives it a 42-30 Michigan lead.
Yeah, there's that 12-point lead again. This is where you have to lock down defensively.
And then MTSU went on a big run, 13-2. Left wing, Kamari lands, fakes in, delivers out, 3-ball Loof, up and strong. Rebound Johnson for Michigan. Wolverines have come out, score, stop. Right side, Cadeau almost loses the handle into a double team in front of the Michigan bench. Fortunate to get the pass over to the high right side. Johnson zigzags inside, shot fake, leans in, banker off the glass, no. And loose ball, last touch by Cheddar. Frustrated that he could not reel it all the way in, back to Middle Tennessee. So Sean Smith into the forecourt here for the blue-clad Blue Raiders. Lob it high to the left wing, Loof. Back over Sean Smith, who battled foul issues in the first half. Only 9 minutes for the starting point guard. Right corner, lands, backs down Burnett from 20 feet away. Fades away right baseline from 12. Missed it off the left side of the rim. Loof offensive board. Pivots, hooks, and scores from 4 feet away. And MTSU's first bucket of the half, 42-32 Michigan.
Yeah, that's good work inside there by Loof. I mean, he just didn't give up on the play.
Base the block, M. Lendeborg to Johnson at his left shoulder. Back to Yaks. Whip it right wing, Cadeau. Catches above his head and a whistle away from the ball. Comes on Middle Tennessee State. It's a foul on Torrey Alston. Number 3 on him. Second foul for MTSU of the half. Clock at 17:55 here in half number 2. Michigan trying to get to 4-0, as are the Blue Raiders, 42-32 Wolverines. Cadeau set to inbound on the A in Michigan and Mays along that blue baseline. Kick it, Cheddar, shot fake right pocket, whip a bullet pass at the point. Lendeborg considers, now takes and makes the 3 straight on. Wolverines' largest lead, it's a Baker's dozen at 45-32. Left side, off the shin of Smith, dribbled it off himself. Middle Tennessee, it's 11th cough up, back to the Wolverines, who have started this half 9-2. And quickly, Alec Oglesby, who provided a big boost for Middle in that first half, spells Torrey Alston.
Yeah, well, Yaks pick and choose his spots, but tell you what, very efficient.
Middle Tennessee at least showed a little press, but they don't bring it. Cadeau jogs into the forecourt for the maize-clad Wolverines. Right side, Lendeborg posits, takes it right of the lane line, shut off right baseline, still dribbling with the left hand, backs down again, versus lands, double team comes, spins away, whip left corner, Cheddar around the rainbow, Cadeau, shot fake, drives in, free throw line, what a bounce feed to Johnson for an easy lay-in. How in the world did Cadeau see that? 47-32 Michigan, 17:08 remaining.
And it all started with Yaks on that post play. He had to reset, and once he reset, understood where the double team was coming from, was able to dish it off.
Smith, left lane line, drives, kick left wing. Green dials up from distance, no, long rebound Smith. Another chance on the shot is good from Green inside the three-point line. He swishes it, then a timeout by head coach Nick McDevitt and the Blue Raiders. So the Wolverines have a 47-34 lead on Middle Tennessee, 16:48 remaining. We'll take the timeout with them. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Here's a club you want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings scoot up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
Walker turns, forces, misses. Michigan has won the national title!
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
There is nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your team. Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud sponsor of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, 0 sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Wolverines an 11-4 sprint out of the halftime break. They lead Middle Tennessee 47-34, 16:48 to play. Terry, what impressed you about that 3-minute push?
Well, just their defensive stance. They came out and their defense pretty much set the tone, gave them some opportunities to be able to score the basketball. And you always talk about how important those first 5 minutes are coming out in the second half. Well, Michigan took advantage of that.
When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. It'll be a busy weekend. Football at Maryland Saturday. Hockey, boy, they've been playing great. Brandon Dorado and company, outstanding start to the season. They host the Buckeyes one weekend before the football hosting of Ohio State. Michigan inbounds with some press coming from middle, and Green booted a Hudson Hollenbeck-esque punt up into the air and out of bounds. It's still Michigan's ball, 26 on the timer.
Yeah, when you cross that timeline, if teams are going to double team you like that, you got to make them pay.
So Michigan has 6 seconds to try to get this off. And over the timeline, inbound Gale, cross-court pass Lendeborg, lobs it up toward Burnett, catching, didn't shoot the right wing three, instead he got lassoed and fouled by Oglesby. Driving to the basket right side. First foul on Oglesby. Middle with foul number 3 of the half. Michigan inbounds far sideline in front of their own bench, up 47-34, 16:39 remaining. Cadeau right wing over to Lendeborg. He tries a 3 and misses it strong. Rebound, sword for and secured by MTSU's Trey Green. Up ahead, Sean Smith. Crosses over left baseline. Feed left wing Green. A whistle away from the ball, and a foul comes on Michigan. They called on Morez Johnson Jr., who was the one who spilled to the deck. So number 1 on Johnson, and the first for Michigan to the half.
Yeah, I was wondering how the guy on the floor ended up with the foul, but if Morez Johnson is not complaining, neither am I.
No, he didn't say anything. Left corner, Smith blows by Johnson. Jumping pass, straight on, shot fake, Loof leans in, flutters one up there, no. Tap-up attempt, no good by Smith, but he got fouled going up for the lay-in. Boy, Middle's been really impressive, but they've had 2 or 3 of those floaters that have come up more than a foot short. They just haven't shot the ball that well today, 32%, much of that because of Michigan's defense.
Yeah, they're almost throwing it up there as if Mara was out there.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee's got some size, but they don't have 7'3" guys. Smith, 4 of 7 to the line on the season coming in. Misses the first free throw of his game there.
Yeah, this is not a good free-throw shooting team overall. I mean, they shoot 63% as a team from the free throw line. And it's not good at all.
Johnson leaves. The aforementioned 7'3" at Aymara chimes in for the first time in this second half. Smith to split the pair. He got it to go. His first point today after dropping 17 on the road at Evansville in an impressive 5-point win Friday for MTSU. 47-35, Michigan with the lead. Lendeborg, cross-court pass to Cadeau, high on the right wing. Jumping pass over to Lendeborg, a lot of contact, play on. Lendeborg, flip it up to Mara, catches, shot fake, lets a couple of Blue Raiders slide by, and then he lays it up and in low on the left for Mara's first 2 points of the ball game.
Yeah, I'm glad Mara was able to catch the basketball and then gather himself. If he'd try to shoot that all in one motion, I think he'd probably end up missing that shot.
15:37 left in the ball game. Media timeout, next head ball. Smith slithers into the paint, now steps back, fades over Mara, misses it, clanked out of there. Rebound Lendeborg for Michigan. He's got 7 to go along with 10 points. He's the only player on either side in double figures. Lendeborg, low block left, Mara. Behind the back feed to a cutting Burnett. Feed Cadeau, leans in from in front of the free throw line, floats and scores. And the Wolverines keep accelerating that lead. It's 51-35, a game high.
Yeah, I would love to see Mara face up in those occasions. I know he's making that behind the back pass, but
left corner, pop up 3, Green. It's a swish. 8th 3 in 24 attempts by MTSU. They're taking a bunch from deep. 24 3-ball attempts, 19 from inside the arc. 51-38 Michigan. Lendeborg backing down high block right, pivots in the paint, flings and scores. Count it, and a foul for Yaxel Lendeborg. And Michigan bumps the lead back to 53-38. 14:42 left at a timeout on the floor. Yax has a chance to complete the 3-point play when we come back. Wolverines by 15 at home on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Hometown feel and big-time winning. That's Saginaw Eagles Landing, the place where everyone greets you with smile after smile. In the casino, at the restaurants, or in the hotel, this is a getaway that makes you feel right at home. We've got hundreds of slots, great food, and a comfy place to stay. So come on in and see what the good times are all about. Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly.
Visit saginaw-eagleslanding.com for complete rules and details.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's team helps clients play the long game, from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
14:42 left, 53-38. Michigan starting to push that lead. They're +9 in the second half with Yaxel Lendeborg set to shoot a free throw when we resume action. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. With the national champion Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce, I'm Brian Bush. Terry, Yax up to 12 points and 7 rebounds. How have you seen him kind of let the game come to him?
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's picking and choosing his spots. He's making all the right plays right now. He's understanding where the double teams are coming from, and he's taking advantage of it.
Third straight year, Lendeborg facing off with Middle Tennessee. UAB squared off with the Blue Raiders. 2 good ball games. UAB lost by 7 last year despite a 16-point, 10-rebound effort from Yax. Free throw up and good, 54-38 Michigan. 2 years ago, November of 2023, Yaks with 9 points and 12 rebounds and a 1-point Blazers victory over MTSU. A little more comfortable right now, but certainly not done with 14.5 to play. Right side Green, lob it out, dangerous pass that Burnett almost intercepted. It gets to Carter. Javid Carter, the former Penn State Nittany Lion, at the head of the key. Detours free throw line, right side. Had his shot rejected. Comes down to Gale. Straight up to shoot, right to left. Baker blocked on a chase down by Hall. Comes down to middle. What an incredible block. But then Gale swoops in there, able to somehow steal it away. Lob it up, Cadeau. Flip right corner. Burnett for three. It's short. Rebound, Lendeborg. Jumping shot. Yes! Crawled over the front of the rim. Counted and one. Yaks does it again. And Michigan's hustle, buoyed by Gale, earns another chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, that's those plays you're going to love to watch on film. Guarantee you that'll be one of the first plays coaches show is that Roddy Gale got on the floor. Wasn't a 50-50 ball. He went and got it, and he's going to end up getting something out of it.
Lendeborg up to 13 points. He's 3 of 3 at the line today. 10 of 11 on the year. Gets a friendly bounce on this one. And the Wolverines balloon the lead to 19, 57-38. Even 14 minutes left. Burnett leaves. And how about the minutes that this man who's just coming in now, L.J. Kaysen, gave Michigan in the first half?
Yes, well, we've been here before, and this is where I want to see that killer instinct from Michigan. We've seen 14-point leads shrink.
No doubt about it. Carter into the paint, takes it strong. Banks misses, but got fouled. Both Mara and Cadeau converging on the charging Carter. The foul whistled on a dime. Mara, number 1 on him. And the Wolverines pick up their third foul here of the half. So Javid Carter heads to the free throw line. He played 26 games for Mike Rhodes and the Nittany Lions last year, but transferred closer to home. Was the number 4 prospect in the state of Tennessee. First free throw is a swish. 57-39, Michigan's lead down to 18. Lendeborg exits with those 16 points and 7 rebounds, and Trey McKinney comes in for the Wolverines. But Javid Carter won a couple of state championships at MTSU's court in Murfreesboro. Makes both free throws. Alcoa High School, about 3 hours east of the MTSU campus. 57-40 after the 2-for-2 trip for Carter. Michigan breaks the press. Gale, lob it up McKinney. He's in there for an easy layup, but he missed it. But Mara cleans up with an easy dunk. Who knows, maybe McKinney meant to do it. 59-40 Michigan. Quickly the other side, a missed 3 on the left side. It's no good from Hall. Rebound Cadeau. Right to left come the Maize-clad Wolverines. Flip up toward Mara, and he is fouled. No, they're going to say a foul on Michigan before Mara caught it and laid it up and in. Offensive tug called on Mara, back to MTSU.
Yeah, I bet if you asked Trey McKinney, was that a pass or a shot, I will almost guarantee you he'd say it was a pass.
Yeah. Do you think it was a pass?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Based on how cleanly it came to Mara, I think there's a real shot. We'll see if we can talk to him post-game. Away from the ball, an MTSU offensive foul called. Oglesby trucked Roddy Gale Jr. Boy, Gale's getting in there. He's no issues being the guy in amongst the trees doing the dirty work, huh?
No, he's a contact player. He doesn't shy away from the contact.
Wolverines bring Will Cheddar back out onto the floor. He's out there with McKinney, Gale, Mara, and the ball handler Kaysen. 59-40 Michigan, 13-15 remaining. Gale on the right point. Drives in to the right lane line. Takes it strong, laid it up and in. He shimmy shake past Chris Loof. No issues there. Blackjack 21, the largest lead for Michigan, 13 minutes left. Left side shot fake by Loof. Takes it in all the way to the cup. Missed the layup low on the right. Mara the rebound. Outlets up ahead. Easy interception by Carter. MTSU the other way after Michigan's 9th turnover. Right side Smith considers a 3. And then an offensive foul on middle.
I talked about those type of plays and keys to the game. Singles, home run plays. Outlet it to a guard. I mean, we've seen him make that pass, and turned out to be a good play, but you really don't need that at this point in the game.
Dangerous pass. Somehow McKinney able to soar to grab it after the offensive foul was called on Loof. So Michigan gets it back. 12:34 to play here in the second half. 61-40 Michigan. Kaysen with 8 first-half points. Dribbling the basketball. Top left corner of the block M. Lob it up. Cheddar catches, dials up from deep left wing. Front iron, backboard, and out. And the ball tapped out of bounds by Gale to MTSU. So the Blue Raiders from left to right. Michigan in front by 21. Final tune-up for Michigan before the trip to Vegas for the Players Era Tournament, the 18-team event. And if you're wondering about the bracket, we'll learn as we go. Left wing 3-ball up and off the heel by Lands. Rebound Mara for Michigan. Kaysen jogs to the left side of the floor. Pauses at the point. Looks in, delivers out Gale. Quick pass, high block right Mara. Looks over his right shoulder. Cross-court pass and a foul on the floor before that pass. It's on Tori Alston away from the action. And Tori Alston picks up. Boy, that's his 5th foul. If it's on Alston, he's done. It is. Alston's done for the ballgame. So in 23 minutes, Tori Alston, who came in averaging 7 points a game, was an all-freshman player in Conference USA last year, he's done. 61-40 Michigan, 11:50 remaining. Here in regulation and on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. Is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This message is for Karina, our mom who finished her high school diploma at age 28. Hi Mom, it's Emmettith and Nicholas.
Congratulations on getting your diploma.
You worked so hard and have taught us so much. We love you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
11:50 remaining. Michigan a 61-40 advantage here on Middle Tennessee out of Conference USA, pegged to finish 4th in their league. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, this is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Eight days from Thanksgiving. We're thankful you're with us here tonight. National champion Terry Mills, my broadcast partner. Two of the best in the business helping us along the way. Tony Butler, our engineer. Rob Joyce, our host. Wolverines up by 21. Will Cheddar at the free throw line for a couple. And how about this, Terry? Tori Alston, 4 fouls in 5 minutes of the second half. You go from 1 foul at the break to being done at the 11:50 mark.
Yeah. You know what? I haven't seen a player foul out with almost 12 minutes to go in a game in a long time.
First free throw from Will Cheddar up to earn himself a second. That's already the 8th team foul on Michigan, or on MTSU, so Michigan shooting free throws. Remember last year, that NCAA tournament opener for Michigan against the Tritons of UC San Diego. Their best player a knee with Tate Jones. He was battling foul issues all game. Fouled out early, and gosh, time a guy. Hope that guy's doing well, because he gave me a headache on that Thursday night in Denver. My goodness, both free throws good, 63-40 Michigan. 11:44 remaining. Wolverines by 23. Spinning is Sean Smith at the free throw line, leans in, swirls one home from the left elbow, and it's 63-42. That ends a 2+ minute scoring drought for the Blue Raiders. Double team comes, Kaysen and McKinney. Pass it up ahead toward Gale. Wolverines can be deliberate here, up by 21, 11:19 remaining. Mara, handoff Gale. Darts to the left and gets fouled, 25 feet out. The bump comes by Loof. And with that being the 9th team foul, 3rd on Loof, Roddy Gale Jr. earns a 1-and-1, and then from here, it's 2 free throws for Michigan.
So this is where you don't settle. I mean, you make sure you get something positive.
So Gale at the stripe tonight, 6 points, 18 minutes of action. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Front end, earns a second with a swish. Now, Middle Tennessee, this is a tough bye game. They're 149th in Ken Palm. Got a nice road win against Evansville last week. Second free throw good. Nick McDevitt's team testing itself with this ball game, and then they'll close the calendar year with a road date at Houston. Gale leaves. Lendeborg returns for Michigan. 65-42 Michigan. Speaking of Houston, Michigan, their Tuesday night date in Vegas, Auburn, almost got Houston the other day. A 1-point Cougars win. Right wing Smith to the left side lands. Kick it left corner, Oglesby spins in on McKinney. Has to pass it back out due to good defense. Lands, double clutch, went for the foul on Johnson. No contact, and an air ball. Rebound Mara. Michigan pushing right to left. Lendeborg jumping 2-arm pass. Bobbled by Johnson. Saves it to the fingertips of the right pocket standing Trey McKinney. And now McKinney goes to work. Lendeborg off the dribble, drives in, Euros, banks and scores to the right side of the small square with the right hand. 67-42 Michigan, 10.5 to play. A second half blitz from Michigan, 31-12. After it was just a 6-point Michigan lead at the break. Smith, left wing, around a screen from Luka Jovanovic, who's in for the first time. And a foul called on Michigan. And it's on Trey McKinney. Number 1 on Trey, and the Wolverines 5th.
Yeah, and it's good to see them, the Wolverines turn it up in the second half. Tell you what, you and I have been through some games these last couple, so good to have a little breathing room for a change.
No doubt about that. Center line, Sean Smith to the right wing, crosses over, pulls up, jumper in front of the free throw line, thuds off the right side of the rim. Lendeborg, the Michigan rebound. Wolverines by 25, 10 minutes to play. Lendeborg feed it inside Mara, pivots, hooks with the left hand and scores it. Mara's 3rd bucket. He's got 6 points and 7 rebounds, and it's 69-42 Wolverines. Carter, step back, head of the key, long 2, way off the mark, and a 1-armed rebound by Johnson in Michigan. McKinney, right to left. Wolverines by 27. Mara, skip pass attempt, intercepted. Easy pick for Sean Smith, almost hit him in the face. Smith zigzags to the free throw line, kick Oglesby, sights it, misses it from 3, rebound Kaysen. He wants to run right to left. 3 on 2. Kaysen looks toward McKinney, and it's to his right. Some miscommunication there. The sophomore Kaysen thought the freshman McKinney would keep running. McKinney throws himself on the right wing. Michigan with turnover number 11.
Yeah, you've seen Coach just kind of put his hands in his face, man.
McKinney, a bit of a slow night tonight. 3 points, 3 boards, 1 of 6 shooting. In the paint, pivoted by 25. As we tell you, today's home attendance tonight presented by Aunt Millie's. Today's attendance, 11,188 here today at Chrysler Center. Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's, whether it's pregame breakfast, tailgate sliders, or postgame comfort food. Aunt Millie's is baking memories from their family to yours. You can pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local Meijer. Aunt Millie's, closer to home. So 9:06 left, 69-44. And Terry, I mentioned that trip out to Vegas. You want to talk about some primo opportunities. Auburn Tuesday, TBA Wednesday, but how about Coach Dutch and San Diego State late Monday night in Vegas? That'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. They had an opportunity to come here a couple of years ago, but that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that game.
Well, and that was a barn burner type of a ball game. 72-58, but it never felt that close. It was at times a defensive struggle here in that 21-22 season for Michigan. Michigan, that win probably was the reason why they didn't have to go to Dayton in the first four and ultimately got to the Sweet 16. That was their best non-conference win of that year. A lot of close calls like last year. At the point, Mara out of that MTSU timeout to McKinney. Drives left baseline, leans in, misses short. Rebound taps its way to Oglesby for Middle Tennessee State. Up ahead, Lands. Skip it toward Jovanovic, bothered by a couple of Wolverines. Now Smith detours in. Landis gets to dribble before shooting the right corner three, and he knocked it down. Land's been quiet since hitting the first two buckets for MTSU, up to 11 now, and it's 69-47 Wolverines.
Yeah, this is where Michigan's got to come away with something positive. Get a good-looking shot or get to the free throw line. Left wing Lendeborg. Jersey slightly untucked, more untucked on the left side than the right in Mays here tonight. Right wing McKinney, back over Kaysen, barely got there. Kaysen grabs it, splits two, leans in, reverses, didn't get it to fall. Offensive board and a crunch low on the right by Mara. So LJ Kaysen's magic there to get a shot up there, cleaned up by Mara, 71-47 Michigan. Free throw line Smith, fades away, bricked it, rebound McKinney, his fourth carom. 71-47 Michigan, 7:38 to play. Media stoppage next, dead ball. McKinney over to the right wing and Kaysen. Flip it up, low block right Johnson. Give to a cutting McKinney. And he had his shot kind of blocked by the lower side of the rim. Contested by Oglesby, but McKinney had the lane. Rebound MTSU. Carter reverses, had his shot, thudded up against the window by Mara. Carter never got able to get it off of his hand. Now an alley-oop and a catch by Lendeborg for a lay-in low on the left. How about the block by Mara? Yeah, block on one end and get out and run on the other. Smart play there by Yaks, but not trying to finish with a home run play.
That's the Dusty May special. 73-47 Michigan. Left point, a three ball up and short by MTSU and Kamari Lands. They get the offensive rebound. Big Ten logo pass from Smith toward Oglesby left corner, and Lendeborg pokes it out of bounds. Brings us to a media timeout. Wolverines up 20 in the second half, up 26 for the contest. 73-47 Wolverines, 6:51 to carry on this, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1980, Grand Traverse Resort and Spa has been a Michigan vacation tradition. A place where lake views meet legendary fairways, where spa days turn into starry nights, and where family memories last for generations. Whether it's a summer getaway, a fall color tour, or a cozy winter escape, your perfect Michigan vacation starts here. Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, a Michigan tradition since 1980. Book your getaway at grandtraverseresort.com. Proud partner of Michigan Athletics.
Michigan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you haven't listened to the Defend the Block podcast, here's what you've been missing.
Matt Aldred, the strength and conditioning czar here for Michigan men's basketball.
This is a fun environment as well. I'm going to smile. We're going to joke around in the weight room. You can play whatever music you want. It is a partnership. My whole job, I get paid to make sure you are healthy and high performing, and I love it.
Defend the Block, covering Michigan basketball all year long on Go Blue Podcasts. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wolverines pulling away from Middle Tennessee, 73-47. Wolverines well on their way to a 4-0 start. Got 6:57 to play in this ballgame. Brian, Terry, Tony, and Rob with you. Terry, you mentioned the killer instinct. Feels like it's been there for a good chunk of this half.
Yes, it has. I mean, Michigan just haven't had a stretch where they played bad basketball, which is a good sign. Usually when you have teams that get up by these large numbers, you start doing things they don't normally do. You know, let me go behind my back. Let me try a hook from half court. You just try anything, you know. And those will be the plays to get you out of the game. Coach will be like, come on over here and sit next to me.
Now, Dusty May has talked about looking for the right combinations. He's also talked about the cheat codes. What can they go to when things aren't going great? No, they're going to get a good shot. And they're still working on that, but some good efforts here. Winters Grady making his collegiate debut as a drive in by MTSU's Javin Carter, and he gets bumped by Michigan's Yaxel Lendeborg. Good to see Winters Grady out there.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you what, he's going to be a player that's going to help this team.
Four-star consensus top 100 recruit. Rivals had him as the 41st player. He was a quick rising guy at the end of the process. Carter's first free throw is good, and he can shoot.
Yeah, he was a little banged up. I tell you what, with his skill set, it goes a long way in the Big Ten.
And Grady, not just a good shooter, but he's really, and according to the coaching staff, more athletic than you'd think, and he works his tail off. He had a foot issue down the tail end of the offseason, and they had to shut him down, tell him to stop because he was trying to play through it. Both free throws good by Carter, 73-49 Michigan. Cadeau high on the left wing here for the Wolverines. Crosses over, right elbow. Kick it right corner. Burnett tries from deep. Well short. Rebound reeled in there by Carter. Burnett quiet today. 0 for 3 now from downtown. Burnett hasn't hit a 3 since the opener against Oakland. Right elbow jumper, a swish from Carter, and it's 73-51 Michigan.
The Wolverines should be able to line Grady up for a shot because we don't know the scouting report on him.
Shot fake, right side. Now he'll take the 3, miss it off the heel. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Morez Johnson Jr. Well, remember, Trey McKinney. Now, McKinney grew up a Michigan fan, but he was very nervous in that first exhibition against Cincinnati, the opportunity to play at Chrysler. Grady, good to see him take a shot there, even if it didn't go down. Loof over to the right pocket, 3 ball up and out from Green. Lendeborg the rebound. Lendeborg right to left. Now he'll drive in on Loof. Spin on him. Go for the jam. Settles for a layup over to the front of the rim. And one coming. Yaxel Lendeborg took Loof to school.
And he always seems like he's under control. I mean, you see big guys handling the basketball, you're thinking runaway freight train, but he's always under control, finishing around the basket.
And he gets that 10th rebound moments ago, giving him double-double, number 87. And this is 154th collegiate game over this is 6th season. Lendeborg's free throw up and a swish. 76-51 Michigan, 5:39 remaining.
You know, you're talking about Winters Grady. I mean, he's got to get some in-game minutes. I believe that was going to build confidence for that young man so that when the game is on the line, he's ready to go. So I like that move by Coach Dusty May and the staff.
Johnson bumps Loof at the right elbow, so Chris Loof heads to the free throw line. Loof and Elliot Cadeau, former teammates in the high school ranks at Link Academy in Missouri. This is his first year as a starter after spending his first 2 seasons at MTSU as a reserve. Free throw up and strong, so the front end of the 1-and-1 goes begging, and Johnson corrals the Michigan rebound. Johnson, 9.7 boards. May not get enough time on the floor to get that double-double, but he's within range. Cadeau pauses left point, over to the right corner, Burnett. Pauses, regathers, drives in, takes it strong, lays it up with the right hand on the left block. Nifty move from Namari, 78-51 Michigan with 5:05 left. Carter left wing to Loof at the point. Lob it, deflected by Johnson, somehow saved by Dent. Kick right corner, Carter tries three. Back iron three, 4 times finally popcorns out. And it's last touched by whom? Michigan. So it stays with MTSU, at least for now. We'll see if they want to take a look on that Michigan bench. Wolverines already a successful challenge. And Jacob Cohn, the new director of analytics for Michigan, he leads the charge on that. Waves the finger in the air saying, yes, let's take a look. So Michigan will indeed look at it. Getting the slow-mo replay here at 4:47 to play, 70-51 Michigan. Well, that's a tough one. I mean, frame by frame, there's a lot happening there.
So you got to be good for them to actually make a position like that. You're an analytics guy, you make the call, earn your money.
Oh yeah, he's a smart dude.
Yes.
Been fun getting to know him a little bit. Got here later on in the offseason, but he's going to really help Michigan in a lot of ways. Some we see, and maybe some that our elementary analytical minds can't quite understand. While they take a look at it, let's give you today's Best in the Game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Terry, Michigan only has 1 in double figures. Is he your best in the game?
It's got to be Yax. I mean, no doubt. I mean, Yax has been very patient offensively. He's pick and choose his spots, and when he's at, he's delivered. So I think that the fan base, a lot of people want him to be a high-volume shooter. That's not his state of mind here, not to be selfish. He's trying to fit in right now. I'm quite sure he'll learn his place as the season goes on.
Successful challenge, so high fives all around for Jacob Cohn. Love to see that. Michigan 2 for 2, so they still have that challenge if they want to use it later tonight. 4:47 left, 78-51 Michigan. Inbound Michigan. Cadeau has it. Lob up ahead. Burnett bullets a pass, and Grady had it go through his hands into the arms of James Dent Jr. for MTSU. Maybe a little collegiate debut jitters for Winters Grady. Inside Loof goes up strong. Misses the layup against Mara. Rebound Burnett. 78-51 Michigan. 4:25 left. Here's Burnett driving. Spinning pass. Mara left wing for 3. It's off the heel. Would have been his first collegiate 3-ball make. Rebound MTSU. Up ahead, Dent. Over to his former national champion teammate Smith, who knocks down a 3 on the right wing. They were roommates for John A. Logan College in Illinois, who won a JUCO national championship. They connect their assist in 3, 78-54 Michigan's lead, and then MTSU with a foul. So Michigan heads to the other side and will shoot some free throws. So Elliot Cadeau at the stripe here for the Maize and Blue. Up 24 with 4:06 remaining. Cadeau tonight, 9 points, just 1 assist, but he's cut down on the turnovers. First free throw good. I think those first 2 turnovers, the only 2 for him, were in the first 4 minutes of the game. He hasn't coughed it up since.
Yeah, he's been a lot more fundamentally sound. He's kind of settled down, got away from those one-hand passes. I thought in that first game he really controlled the tempo of the ball game, played under control.
Burnett leaves, McKinney enters. Free throw, no good from Cadeau, so he splits the pair. Strong on the second. Rebound, Blue Raiders. Handoff to Trey Green. Takes a contested 3 that banks out. Mara with the rebound for Michigan. Right to left, Cadeau. Cross-court pass, Grady. Extra feed right side. McKinney dials up from distance. That one too much. Rebound offensively for Lendeborg, who pivots and scores it right in front of the rim. Lendeborg up to 25 points and 11 rebounds. 81-54 Michigan, 3.5 to play. Free throw line jumper rattles out from Smith. Rebound Lendeborg, give him a dozen tonight. Lendeborg lob it up, Mara catches in traffic and gets fouled before the jam. So Adai Mara heads to the free throw line when we return. 81-54, Michigan in control. 3:18 away from a 4-0 start. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
This is your home for the Hometown Call, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, zero sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect what's important to you. Whether it's your business, home, or auto, turn to Al Bordeaux Insurance Agency and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to keep you covered. Visit Al Bordeaux Insurance Agency today at www.albordeaux.com. That's www.albordeaux.com.
81-54, Wolverines in command here against Middle Tennessee State with 3:18 to play. We're keeping it here for the rest of this one. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to Crafts. I don't think there's a such thing as a last call in Las Vegas, but that's where the Wolverines will be. They will be the last game, the first night at their arena. Fun event coming up, and I think a good test here for Michigan today. Playing a team that really gets after you, that plays the game hard, has some size for being a Conference USA team. What has impressed you most about Michigan's performance tonight?
Well, the way they've been able to handle that. I mean, you're talking about some guys. Michigan's probably one of the biggest teams that most teams will face, but how the big guys are really kind of containing the guards and the smaller players on the perimeter. They're doing a good job at not going for pump fakes, keeping them in front of them, and you're going to run into a lot of issues like that as the season goes on.
Adai Mara misses the first free throw after the foul on Smith. Oscar Goodman in the ball game for Michigan, his second appearance collegiately. Mara's second. High off the heel, Plink goes out. Rebound Jovanovic for MTSU, so Mara has to play a little bit longer because Malik Cordell waiting at the scorer's table for him. Unless they're going to play the former handballer at 7-2 at point guard, which I don't think will happen. 3:04 left, Michigan up 81-54. Left side, Dent surveys the scene over to the right wing, and Carter pulls up, head of the key, long two is a swish. Boy, I think Carter's going to be a good player. He couldn't quite find the rotation at Penn State, but I think for this Middle Tennessee State team, he's going to be pretty good.
Yes, he is. I mean, he's been a handful all day.
McKinney with it out there with Kaysen, Goodman, Mara, and Grady. Kaysen lob it in, Mara, double clutch, and he floats and scores from the right baseline. Give a dime, Mara. A double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, his third and 4 this season. Left side, Carter. Good acting job to kind of fling the neck up, saying that he got fouled by McKinney. So free throws coming up here on a 1-and-1 as Malik Cordell comes in. And I'll tell you, you're around Malik. He's 7'2", 275, and I think that might hold him a pound or two short. He is a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and I tell you what, carries a lot of luggage around with him also. Because, on that trip, man, I tell you, we went on a one-day trip and he had a 60-pound bag.
63 pounds.
I'm like, where are we going here?
Well, he also had a full roller carry-out.
Okay.
That's a great point. I don't know what he was bringing. Second free throw well short. Cordell with the rebound. He's got some weights in there.
Maybe he thought he was going back home or something. I don't know.
Maybe handball has some significant, equipment. 2:10 left, 83-57 Michigan. Kaysen couldn't save it from going out of bounds, far sideline, out to MTSU. Hey, some people, they just pack a little bit more than they should. Like my mom.
Yeah.
She's 3 check bags for a 3-night trip, something like that.
Yeah, I got you.
Left wing Carter to the free throw line, leans in, flutters one up there and gets a friendly roll, 83-59. Michigan up with 1:50 to play here in Ann Arbor. Stay tuned for the post-game show. Rob Joyce will take you through it. Analysis from Terry. I'll be in the locker room with Coach May and a couple players. LJ Kaysen off the dribble from the Big Ten logo, lofts it up there, had it blocked away by Jovanovic, got his own rebound. Now Grady takes a pass right, finally hands off to McKinney after terminating the dribble. Shot clock at 4, step back, heaves a 3 straight on, in and out. Offensive rebound, Goodman, missed the bunny though, and it's picked up by MTSU. Goodman so close there after having 3 points against Oakland. Back here at Chrysler Center a little bit more than 2 weeks ago. Right side, Carter slithers in and is fouled. And free throws coming up. Next time Michigan will be here at Chrysler, not until Saturday, December the 6th. Hopefully, that's a busy day for Michigan sports. Big Ten championship game. Michigan needs 2 wins and some help. But then our friends from Rutgers come to town. Then Villanova 3 days later here in Ann Arbor. As you hear a nice ovation for Charlie May, who had a nice effort against Oakland with that 3-pointer back on November the 3rd.
I always say when it comes to winning and losing, don't ask for help, just take care of your business.
Darn right. First free throw good from Carter, earns the second.
Because when it comes to Michigan, no one helps you.
Except for with that 63-pound bag from Malik Cordell. I'm so glad you brought that up. Man. I forgot about that. Second one airborne and a swish here for the Penn State transfer.
Yeah, that was one night, and we left early.
Yep.
No, we left late. It was a late.
Oh, yeah. It was a 36-hour trip.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a bag from Gilligan's Island. It's like, wait, that was a 3-hour tour, and you all got 17 outfits. 83-61 Michigan. Didn't think we'd have a Gilligan's Island reference. Cordell loses the handle, but he gets fouled, and Malik Cordell, it's fitting. We talk about him. He's going to go to the free throw line for a couple, and he has his first opportunity at collegiate points here. Cordell works on his shooting, not just the free throw line, but those 3-point shots. Now, it doesn't matter if you're 8 feet tall. You better at least try to shoot some threes. Free throw up and strong from Cordell. Wolverines still up 22 with 50.7 left.
I just can't wait to see the development of that young man. I tell you what, you can't move him around.
No. I mean, he's got the physical size. Second free throw, no good, but a lane violation called on Middle Tennessee. So Cordell gets one more chance here at the stripe. Michigan up 83-61.
Yeah, you talked about him playing handball. He didn't pick up a basketball for some time.
That's right. Makes that free throw. Third time the charm for Malik Cordell, who said after about a year of playing, he was already higher up in basketball than he ever was in handball. He said he was a good handball player, but he really soared in hoops. Free throw line drive by Marcus Whitlock into the ball game, and he doesn't get it to fall. Got his own rebound, misses short on the second try. Ball loose. Jovanovic a third opportunity. Flip it left wing Carter. Kick left corner. 3-ball up from Denton. No good. Jovanovic with a fourth chance for MTSU. Good ball movement. Another 3. Dent. This one front iron and out. Rebound loose out of bounds. And it's still Middle Tennessee's basketball. Well, If you don't rebound, you don't get one more chance to score because the shot clock's off.
Well, I don't think we're going to score anyway. I think Coach Dusty may pull it at that point. So I'd rather see Middle Tennessee keep the basketball.
84-61, Michigan with the lead. 14 seconds left. Carter with it on the right wing. Guarded by Goodman. Now Cordell on a switch. Heaves a three. Front iron, no. Rebound for Winters Grady. His first collegiate rebound up ahead. Cordell for a dunk with 1.6 left. And it's 86-61 Michigan. Quick inbound. A heave from Whitlock. And he almost made it. Ball game over.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, before Coach May could even wave that off, they said, we don't want any more.
Yeah. Michigan, they push the tempo even with 1.6 left, and they get it done. Wolverines 86, Middle Tennessee 61. Postgame show is next on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball. It's a drink. It's a whole vibe. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls, available in spirit, wine, and malt. 15% alcohol by volume. Buzz Balls LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue. The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet